Good evening, everybody. It's Yankee Wally here. It's coming up to 8 o'clock at night, and I've got loads of stuff to talk about. But and I thought we'd go on Tinder tonight, see if we can pick up a man. Not really, just have a look at what's on offer. They probably won't be up to snuff, but we'll have a look. First thing I want to show you is gallery. Here we go, right there. You remember I was telling you how noisy it is with the builders next door? Well, I recorded it this morning on my phone, which I transferred over to this. So I'm just going to play you, it's only a minute long, and it's not that I want to insult your ears, but I just thought you should know how bad it is. It really is bad. And I was thinking, where is it? I was wondering if I had any grounds to. Wouldn't it be great if I won a case where I got moved out into somewhere else, like a caravan by the sea or something? But hang on a second, where is it now? Hold on. Videos. 103, that's the one. Here we go. It's quite quiet today. I was going to record, but they turned the big one off, so I'll hold on until it comes back, because this is nothing. Here we go, the generator's just started up now. I'm not going to do a video with all this going on in the background. I just want to show you now. Wait a sec, the noise from the kitchen. Well, this is through the entire flat. This is by the kitchen sink. It's bloody mad, isn't it? This is 7 o'clock in the morning till 4. In between those hours, it might be 8, we might be lucky, but they never finish early. Anyway, I'll do my other video now. Thanks for listening. Cheerio. That's it. You've got a good idea now, and it's that loud. It really is. The reason I was talking over it is so that you could get an idea of how loud it was compared with my voice. I'm not complaining. It's got to be done. This is progress. But those of you that don't live in a city, you are very lucky. And I always think, wouldn't it be sad if Trippy never ever saw a field of grass in his life? I'd like for him to have a field of grass. Now, I want to go to... Where should we go next? Well, I was talking to a lady the other day, and in fact, a lot of people. I'll call us the Pyjama Club. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong at all. It ain't nobody's business but mine, and my pyjamas are always clean, and I change them every other day. And so I want to show you where you can get some cracking pyjamas for as little as £3. Maybe you have to pay postage, but if you go onto eBay, right, and you do a search for, let me see, first class pyjamas. And what the other one I do a search for, these are all the things I search for. I don't buy them, I just look at prices. I do love looking at prices of everything. Emirates first class, because Emirates is a really posh airline. Right, let's have a look, because they got 62 for sale. There we are. Oh, what's the matter with this? I don't like this one. I don't like the way they've set it out. Pyjamas. Wait there, Emirate first class brand new, 21.48. That's too expensive. You can get cheaper than that. Price, hang on. Price, choose your price, minimum to maximum. Under 25, definitely. I can usually get a pair of British Airways first class for under a tenner. We'll go for the 99. There we are. Oh, that's only the case. 15.71. If you're in America, buy them from America sellers, and if you're in UK, buy them from UK. I'm sure that there's some of the flight crew that sell them, because some people have got like 6 pairs for sale. Now I'll look a minute now. Hang on, let's look for a few more. Searches. Bernardo's Charity. Goyard. I got a Goyard purse the other day for £6. I'm not going to use it. sent it to my daughter. First class pyjamas. Here we go. First class because I don't think the other classes do them. Right, here we go. Lowest price first. Oh, there's not much around today. Singapore Ale, oh, that's pre-owned. You don't want that. You want them new. No. Some of them, they ask for too much money. £149 in your dreams, sunshine. Whoa. 26.78. No. No, they're too expensive. Last week, they were dirt cheap. There was loads of them going from like a penny, and you just bid. And there was no reserve price on them. But this week it looks like it varies, so much on eBay. I'm on eBay. Well, I used to be on practically every day, but I'm not so much now because, well, I need a new laptop. I got that on a search as well, but I haven't been looking yet. But I will get one. Airline pyjamas. There we are. Let's have a look at this. Price sort. Lowest price. That's good. There we are. There's one. Qatar Airways. Pre-owned. Oh, they look new. Pre-owned. That's £3.28. £5.42 for a brand new pair of Qatar Airways size large. That's a good one. Qatar Airways Formula 1 pyjamas size large, new in sealed pack. Best £5.42 or best offer. And £3.38 postage. Now, you may just not even think, but these are special pyjamas because they give them to first class people that fly all over the world. When they settle into their first class seat, they give them one of these. They ask them if they want small, medium or large, and they give them, and they're more like, they're half tracksuit, half pyjamas. That's why I'm telling you about it, because when you wear your pyjamas around the house, that's, they look like pyjamas most of the time anyway. But these, they're in navy or grey or beige. The Emirates ones are infused with moisturiser. I'm sure it comes out after one wash, but, they got little, they're as posh as the airline, first class comfort wear. They're good quality. The British Airways ones are 100% cotton, which I love. There's a good one. I think they're cotton. Yep, that's well worth a bid. I don't need any now, but if somebody's in UK, they just go and have a look. Qatar Airways. There's another one there in medium, £7.55, plus £2.96 postage, brand new. See what I mean? You can get them cheaper than that if you really look. Qatar Airways, brand new, £8.64, £8.63. That's the old-fashioned Qatar one there. £8.64, and that's an extra large one. I'd like that one. And they look like jogging bottoms, don't they? Imagine wearing those when you answer the door to the postman or the Asda man. They'd think, they may think you're nothing more than a stay-at-home granny, but when you answer the door in those, they think, wow, she's snuck off somewhere on a first-class flight. Just let them think it, didn't it? Why not? Here's the British Airways ones are lovely. They're made by Temperley. She's a designer, Alice Temperley. You see her quite often hanging around the King's Garden parties and things. Oh, they only sell in the top on that. No, I wouldn't pay £8 for a top. No, I likes a bargain, me. £9.17. They look all right. New and sealed. See, I'm just giving you a picture here of what you can get on eBay. And they're not expensive because, let's be honest, we pay about a tenner for a pair of pyjamas, but these are more than a pair of pyjamas. They are an indication that you've flown somewhere first class, and it could impress your postman and your Asda delivery man. There's lots of things I search for on eBay. Prada, Gucci, first class pyjamas here, Cat's pet coats, Christian Dior sunglasses. I always look there for Jackie. Singapore Airlines, they are posh, and that's a good price. Emirates, they're the ones that have got the moisturiser infused in them. They're £149. Well, blow me, that's too much. Singapore, size. That's in America. Any Americans here now? Lalique. That's who they're made by, Lalique. And the Australian Qantas ones are made by Morrison or Morrissey, a designer in Australia. We have Alice Temperley with British Airways. They're always made by famous people because they want to outdo the other airline, you see, so they like to give the poshest ones. I'll show you American Airlines, look. Large extra, that's too expensive. That's much too expensive. Don't go paying all this money, this rubbish, to pay that, because you get exactly the same thing. When this man comes back from his flight, he must be something to do with the airlines. He comes in every now and again onto eBay and he puts up about 10 pairs and he starts the bidding at a penny. And I just get the bidding. I always go up to a £5 and I usually get them. Qantas, here, look. 26.78. Too expensive. Yeah. Anyway, I've told you all about it now and it's very easy for you to do. Right, where should we go next? Should we go on to Tinder? Shall we? Oh, I'll tell you what, I've been looking at the news. Got to tell you this. Prince Andrew, and between him and Harry, if Charles doesn't get a grip, and I mean this and I'm serious, if he doesn't get a grip or allow William to take the grip, the royal family is going to go down. Because Andrew has always been like an ambassador for British business, and he goes to Dubai and he goes to Saudi Arabia and all those, well, and they're very rich over there, as you know, and they give him money. Fergie has got more phone numbers. She's got 18 phone numbers in Jeffrey Epstein's black book. Andrew only had 16 numbers in there. Phone numbers, different phone numbers, I guess, they got a lot of phones. Isn't that awful? So Fergie has been given over £2 million by Jeffrey Epstein. What's that all about? Andrew has taken Epstein on his business trips funded by us, the taxpayer, the British taxpayer, to Dubai and Saudi Arabia and all the other places. He shoehorns these people into a meeting with the sheikhs and the Arab rich people, because otherwise they won't get in the door. But Andrew can, because he's the royal family. So he goes on a business trip as a side hustle of getting Jeffrey Epstein into victim, which is probably why Fergie's been paid. And then I had a video of Fergie, you know, in a hotel room, accepted 500,000, and she was going to get this person an arrangement to meet. I think it was Prince Andrew. I think it was. I'm not quite sure enough, but it was somebody that she had no right selling access to. So when we talk about Meghan with a side hustle, I know Meghan's bad, Harry's bad, but now we've got Andrew and we've got Fergie. Fergie is disgusting. And actually Andrew is disgusting too. And even those children, Eugenie and Beatrice, they've been taken on these taxpayer-funded jollies over to the Far East as holidays, complete with their security, their maids. They had one suitcase just for coat hangers in their luggage, and she would think nothing of paying thousands for excess baggage. All sorts of terrible things. So, and another thing is that this Lowney in his new book, which incidentally, Avid Gardner's going to buy it, and she's going to copy it or something, and then send it to me, and then I'll do the follow-up, because he'll bring out a paperback then, about 6 months after. I'll buy the paperback and return the favour to her. So we've got a system whereby we both don't have to pay for the book, because it's only $11.99 on Amazon, but I don't want a hardcover book. I got enough stuff. I'm a hoarder, and I just don't want a book. I just don't, But of course, if Fiona sends it me for nothing, I'm not going to say no. So anyway, should we go into Tinder now? We got to talk about something else, because the royal family, I can see it as the end of the royal family. I really can. Because there's not many left. In this opinion polls, the most popular royal, the one who's at top of the list, you'll never believe, is Sophie. The, what is she now? Duchess of Edinburgh? Yeah, she is, isn't she? Duchess of Edinburgh, or Countess of Wessex. And she's Prince Edward's wife. She is lovely, lovely and well-deserved. But Prince Harry has been doing some terrible things. We all know that, and he's money man. When you think about it, you see, when Britain was, let's say, 1,000, 2,000 years ago, it was a case of the bravest people grabbed the land and hung on to it, and then they managed to keep it because the king allowed them to keep it, so they became friends with the king. And the aristocracy was started pretty much like that. Then they had the land, then they were allowed to rent out the land, and so they had to give some money to the king. And then the aristocracy grew, and the king kept his position. I don't know, the king was probably the richest man land grabber. I think that's how it started. It couldn't have been much more than that. And here we are now, 2,000 years later, and if the royal family was still the lord of the manor and trying to behave like they were above us, it wouldn't work. They had to move with the times, and that's what they've done. And I think it was the Queen 20 years ago, maybe a bit more, 30. She voluntarily started to pay tax on her what's the money she gets from the crown? Anyway, she pays tax on that. But I think the Queen was quite savvy, because she knew that the time was coming where people were going to say, why do we have to pay tax and not her? So she nipped it in the bud, which was a good thing. And when Windsor Castle had that big fire, she covered that herself. But right up until then, they took advantage of us little people. They were the Imelda Marcos of UK, only the little people. But Andrew is still living like a buffoon, and he's a snob. He's uncultured. He's rude. What did he say now? He was playing golf with one of all his lackeys, and he did a good shot. And the person, a friend of him, said, "Oh, well done, good shot." And he said, "It's well done, good shot, sir," to you. That's the sort of person he is. Now, you couldn't see Catherine saying that. Catherine knows what it's like to be ordinary, and so does her mother, and her father probably. But these kids that have been brought up in the royal family, and I hate to say this, but I blame the Queen quite a lot, because she turned a blind eye to Andrew. A lot of complaints were made to the palace about Andrew taking all these extra people on his trips to the Far East. Probably they all went to Dubai shopping for designer stuff. Fergie can spend money. Fergie owes a lot of money to a lot of people. Fergie walks away from things without paying for them, and sometimes she gets away with it because they just can't be bothered, or some people have gone through the courts for their money. Nobody has ever took me to court for money. I've never ever had anything on HP. Once I did a car, and I was on things till it was paid off. But I would never have any. If I can't afford to buy it, I'm not going to have it. That's all. And I just don't agree with me or anyone to go to your parents and say, "Can I have this?" They give it to you because you're the royal family, and then you don't pay them. Harry did that in Las Vegas as well, when he went on that ill-fated Las Vegas trip with all his friends. He was going to pick up the bill. Well, they all told him not. He didn't pay the bill. They had to write to Buckingham Palace for the money. They got it. Isn't that shocking? How embarrassing. If anything, the royal family should be above all that. That shouldn't happen in the royal family. It shouldn't happen in any decent family. Nobody who's worth their meat is going to run up debts left, right and centre. It's humiliating, I think. So they are doing things like that. Why? Because they're the royal family, and it's not good enough. Now we've got, and this book is going to be a terrible exposure of the Yorks. It's going to be bad. It's going to be worse than I've even said. Andrew Looney's or something, Lowney, he said that Prince Andrew and Prince Harry, I don't even like calling them Prince, had two big rows, one in 2014 and another one in 2017. He didn't quite cover what the 2014 one was, but he said they were both physical fights. He said the 2017 one was about Meghan Markle. And he said that, he warned Harry off her. Now, how would he know Meghan Markle? Come on, we know why. There's Epstein and him flying all over the place, shagging anybody. They'd shag a frog if it stopped hopping. Oh, me and my jokes. But, it's not on, is it? It's just wrong. And this is all being exposed. And I'll tell you why. I bet you, Charles abominates the internet. I bet he hates it because it's because of the internet that we are starting to find things out. And we should have... Oh, and Andrew Lowney said that he's applied for all the tickets of all Andrew's trips abroad from 2001 till 2011. Don't know why for those dates, but anyway... For 4 years he's been trying to get them, but they keep putting him off. Now, we're allowed to see those, apparently, because it's public funds that have paid for them. So I think Andrew Lowney is going to stick it out and keep going. And if he doesn't, isn't it good that we know about it? That's what I'm going to say. Let me just blow my nose now, and then we'll take a little trip to Tinder. I just want to see if there's... I'm not interested. Honestly, no. I mean, after that incident with, what's his name, Andreas Hendricks, the little black Nigerian, I'm not interested. So I put my date of birth as 10 years younger. Why not? 21st of April, which was the same day as the Queen. I always said I was very similar to the Queen, I thought anyway. But then, here we go. What's my gender? Well, I'm a woman. Let's not mess around here. What's my sexual orientation? Well, I'm straight. I can't be anything else. Who am I interested in seeing? I'm going to put everyone, because let's leave it wide open and see what happens. What are you looking for? Ooh, I don't want short-term but long-term, okay? New friends? Shall I have new friends, short-term fun? Well, I'll get more replies if I'm looking for short-term fun, wouldn't I? Or short-term but long-term okay. No, that one, short-term fun. Distance preference. Oh, let's go the whole hogs. 99 miles. I got a bus pass. I don't think it goes that far, but what the heck. Enter school name. Oh, past or current. If studying is your thing. I'll skip that because I have done a degree, but okay. University. Oh, hang on. University of Wales. University of Wales. There you go. What do I like? I like pubs. No, I don't like crawls. I just like pubs. Online games. I play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire online. I'm on level 570 now. It's taken me 5 years to get to that level. So anyone want to take me on? What else do I like? Oh, keep fit? No. Roller skating? Oh, I think that'll do. Oh, it's not much, is it? Festivals, indie films. I got to show an interest in something. Fantasy cafe hopping. Self-love. What's that? Twitch. Happy hour. Oh, happy hour. I'll take that. Mindfulness. Oh, well, pub quiz. Yeah, pub quiz. That'll do. Oh, I got to add a photo now. All right. I thought they already had my account. Oh, no, I'm not going to take a picture. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong one again. Gallery. I've only got that old picture of me, the one that... Oh, I better do this for next time. Oh, what if I put that one up? Oh, dear me. No, I better not. No, I better not. That's wrong, isn't it? Oh, I'm going to have to do it and finish it and come back another night, because I want to get a decent picture, and I don't think I've got one on here. Never mind. I'll do it again. recent pictures. Oh, there we are. Yeah, I better do it that way. Shove off there now. What else we got? Oh, yes. I'm going to go on to Reddit now. Because on Reddit, I've just cancelled my TV license and uninstalled the apps. Yeah. What kept you? I haven't paid for a TV license since 1986. I think it's 1986. I had a black and white for a couple of years, and then I just stopped it when I came to Cardiff. So I was in 2003. Oh, I listen. I don't mind going to prison. I've been there before. It won't shock me anymore. And you get your meals prepared. You get your washing done, and you know, you don't have to pay the heating bill. You've got enough hot water for your showers, and you got decent medical care. They won't let you die in prison of any ailment. And so why would I? Oh, my cat though. No, I wouldn't have to. I'm not afraid of prison, and I don't think they'd ever take it that far to take me to prison for not buying a TV licence. And I think anyway, I do think I'm covered because this is an old people's block of flats. And the warden told me that they have a covering licence for all the old age pensioners because, yeah, I think I'm old enough now that I don't need a licence anyway. Oh, here's me getting up on my soapbox and saying, look at me, I'm not having one. I don't think I need to buy one anyway. No, I think I'm all right. Wait there now, let's get back onto Reddit for Meghan Markle. There's a couple of things on there that I want to talk about. This is a really good account on Reddit. It's called Saint Meghan Markle, and it's really good. You know, they put things up on here before it's ever got anywhere. Oh yes, Meghan, you're as if piss water isn't selling out. What do you do now? It's true. I've checked. It's still available online. And if you spend over $50 now, you get it postage for free. So I tried to order it. I wanted to order it to see. I was going to order 100 bottles because that's how we found out last time that she didn't have that many in stock. Because if you ordered 100, it said no stock. So I was going to order 100 bottles, but I couldn't get in to order it because it'll only deliver to USA. And but it's still available if you want a bottle. I don't recommend it. It's one of those things where you'd be just throwing your money away. You can't order one bottle. You've got to order 3. I think you have. But if you order 12 bottles, you get 17% discount. There's no way Meghan's going to get rich off us. I know that. Now, the Prince Harry and the charity in Africa, Sentebale, he walked away from it. Do you remember? Well, there was some sort of investigation as to whether or not there was racism and bullying within the Sentebale. And it was discovered that there was no racism, there was no bullying, and it's all right. So nobody was found guilty of anything. But remember, Harry had walked away. So when that result came out, Harry wanted to come back. And they said, well, you left. And that's perfectly right. He did leave. He went, and then as soon as the investigation had him cleared, he wanted to come back. And when they said no, because Dr. Sophie is in charge there, she's the CEO, gosh, thank God, she said no. Do you know what he did? He put a message out, both him and Prince Sissio, that they don't want anybody to fundraise for Sentebale. They want everyone to halt all recurring donations until Prince Harry provides further guidance. So, because he can't go back to Sentebale, he's putting the kibosh on all their current donors. He's telling them to stop donating until you hear from me. So he's still trying to control all the money that goes in. That is really nasty. That is, well, toys out of the pram, isn't it? Look, is he thinking of the children? Because this charity is for young children whose parents have died and maybe they've got AIDS or HIV. Is he thinking of the children? Would Diana have done that? What would his mother have said about that? The fact that he's cutting off his own nose to spite his face and he's looking like a very sore loser. And who's suffering? The children. It's nothing to do with Dr. Sophie. She's done nothing wrong at all. She's done everything by the book. He's a horrid man. He doesn't want the charity to get any money because they don't want him back. But he left. He left, and Prince Sissio left, and the other ones left. James Holt, one of his right-hand men, they all left on the same side as Harry. And now that everything's been cleared up and tucked away nicely, Harry wants to come back. I think that Invictus should take note. I think that Wellchild should take note. Apparently, Centre Bali, wants Prince William to take over as in the job that Prince Harry was doing. They've actually asked Prince William to get in touch. I can see their logic in that, because William will be a connection to the royal family, a connection to Diana. He'll ace that charity. He'll just walk it. But will he want to? That's the thing. Because Prince William has such a good reputation, and he doesn't. There's no risk of embezzlement or anything naughty like that. Does he want a charity in Africa that's already been tainted by Harry? I suppose he could pull it back into line and then say, well, I'll help you for a year, and then I won't. He could do that if he felt sorry. He might do that because it is in memory of his mother. But the rift between him and Harry will be bigger than ever then, because Harry won't like that. And then, of course, Harry won't be able to say, don't give any money to the charity, because his own brother will be loving it. But if he does, then he's going to widen the chasm between him and William. In 2014, Prince Harry and Prince Andrew had a scrap over something and he got a bloody nose. Now, Larry is struggling by his guns on that one. 2017, the row, Larry admitted, the row in 2017 was over Meghan Markle. So, and that was then Andrew who got the black eye. So there isn't any love lost between Harry and Prince Andrew. And I did a little search on the internet and I wanted to know, hang on, let's see, how do I get that back now? There we are. I asked to see a picture of Meghan and Andrew together. I didn't type that. Somebody else did that. Somebody sent me this. Thank you. Forgot your name now. Tia, I think. And that was them at the memorial at the cenotaph on Poppy Day, I think. I'm almost sure it was. No love lost, is there? And behind them there is the Duke of Kent. And his wife is Princess Michael of Kent, whose daughter, husband just shot himself. Do you remember? And what's her name now? Can't remember now, but anyway. So this is the book we're looking out for. The Rise and Fall of the House of York. And I'm looking forward to that book. I used to fancy Andrew, look, when I was in school and everything. Out of all the royals, he was the one I really fancied. Now, there's his black eye. We saw that yesterday too. Oh, now here's another one. I got to tell you, I've received a copyright strike and somebody's complained. And the person who's complained is Queen Sabot. Remove content. We are not able to reaccept you into the YouTube partner program. Because of this, I got a copyright strike. My AdSense is linked, which is a good thing, but it's no good. It's no good having my bank account linked to it because I can't earn any money. It's not approved. So I emailed this person. I don't know what her name was here. Queen Sabot, Sharian Said. It sounds a bit contrived to me, but I took it. queensabot@gmail.com. That sounds very much to me like a sugar. So I emailed her and I said, because I have no idea where I reused her material. How would I use Sussex Squad material? And I certainly wouldn't use her voice. So I said, could you just explain? They told me where it was in the video, but they've taken the video down. And it was put up in March. So they're still not leaving me alone. It doesn't matter. I don't care anymore. I'm just going to go along with it bit by bit. That's probably why they haven't allowed me to monetize now, because of reused content. But I've only got 1 copyright strike, and you are allowed 3. So I'm still in the running. 1 wheel on my wagon. No, I've still got 2 wheels on my wagon. I'll just keep going and see how it goes. But what I'd like to say is, and I've got to tell you, and that is, oh my gosh, I want to say thank you to so many people, and I never expected it, and I've got to say thank you. It's I'm opening my phone now, because that way I can tell you the people that have sent me money, and to say thank you to all of you. I can't send messages through PayPal anyway, but Elaine H, help a friend. Anne Blackburn. Oh, sorry, Anne. Judy K. Hang on now, I got more here. Oh dear, see more. It's such a lot. Elaine H, Anne B, Judy K, Gladys K, Lisa J, Edith T, Michelle P, Mary S, Darla P, Alice sings. She sends it me every couple of weeks, like I'm a prisoner. Mary S, Susan F, Alice, Darla P, Mary S, Michelle P, Susan F. That's it. I think I've gone back a couple of... Yeah, I've gone back to April. I think I've covered it all. If not, I'll get back to it. Honestly, all of you, when you add it all together... Oh, and there's one more I've got to talk to you about too. She didn't send me through PayPal, but she sent me e-money. Yeah. Where is it? Maureen B. Maureen B. And from YouTube. She sent me rather a lot, and I said, you sent me too much money, send me half, quarter. She said, I work tons of overtime at work. Well, that's okay then. I'll pimp you. Thank you very much. So with all that, honestly, I've got enough to buy a small, modest house in Glenavon. When they call miners cottages. You can get one. No, I haven't got that much, but I got enough to definitely buy a second fan for the lounge to keep the heat away, and a new pair of curtains, because Trippy has ripped all the lining of the curtains, and of course the lining are outermost. I got another pair to put up, but I can't get up to the ceiling, and I need to have these curtains. I've got lots of things I want to do. I'm going to have to hire somebody to come in and put a new pair of curtains up for me. I can start on that now. I'll start on the new curtains. I am ashamed, because the neighbours come right outside my door to peg washing on the line, and they must look at my curtains and think, what the hell's going on there? I'm surprised they haven't sent the social services. Mind you, I do get the occasional visit from the Housing Association. In fact, they're coming out again on the 14th of August, a week today, to service the gas boiler. I'm sure they do a quick look around and think, oh, I'll put this down in the report. But when they talk to me, I'm so lucid, I'm so sure of myself, that they can't just fob me off with, come on, we'll take you to a nice little home where you'll be nice and warm and you'll have your own armchair. No, thank you. I mean, I wouldn't mind going there, but I think they cut your wings a lot, don't they? Have a look at these now. Oh, let's have a look at this. I made you look, Kay. There we are. There's the sort of things. This is the Mad Duchess sent me this. They do things about me. They send things. They were after me and Paula. sending copies, calling us bullies and sending copies to Elon Musk, the royal family, Kensington Royal, Mail Online, Daily Mirror, not getting anywhere with it because there is no truth in it. You know, we're not bullies, but I know now, and I'm certain, that everything that I say to you is being carefully scrutinised and will be reported at every opportunity. And it's okay, they're not stopping me uploading, for which I'm grateful, but at the same time, they do hamper me from moving forward. And I do feel just a little bit peeved about it, because I think, come on now, you know, give up, leave me alone. I'm going to keep on uploading if I don't make any money. And thanks to you, I can, you know, it's worth my time now to do it, you know. Sometimes I think, oh, I don't feel like doing it, and I don't do it because I lose my confidence, and I just think, well, what's the point? But now there is a point. I think, well, you know, you've got to go to work, and I regard it as work, and it gives me a whole different outlook. I know it sounds greedy, I suppose, but it's not. It's just everything that you do when you don't really want to do it, or you'd rather do something, you know. You've got to look at Meghan Markle's bloody face again. Well, just doing it. I don't think a lot of YouTubers would do it for nothing. I will do it for nothing, but I feel more inclined to please myself when I do it. Whereas if I'm getting tips and things, even if it's only $1, I mean, I really, if everybody gave me $1, I'd be really happy. But that gives me the incentive to quid pro quo you, isn't it? The same thing. But anyway, that's enough about that. I just wanted to say a big thank you to everybody. I really am grateful. Is there anything else now I want to say? Oh, yes, I do. Now, Donna Adelson. Who knows Donna Adelson? You know I like crime channels, don't you? And you know I like court cases. I got my addiction, my very first court case. Oh, gosh, I must be going on a bit tonight. I'm on my second nose blow. I know why. It's because I've got some nice anti-sinus stuff from Asda. No prescription or anything. And you're only allowed 2 though. And I take one of those, and before I know it, I can blow my nose and I can really clear my throat. So that's nice. Now, let's get back to this. Look at Megan, she's an old drunk. Look at that. What's better than everything she says now on As Ever? She don't talk about her jam, a loose jam. She talks about making popsicles out of rosé wine. Now, that's a silly thing to do because wine doesn't freeze. It will freeze, but it won't freeze like water. It will defrost quicker. I mean, if you had a lolly made out of wine, it would just run down your hand. Oh, and look what she's done. Okay, she's put 2 raspberries in the bottom of the popsicles, and then she's gone and put those revolting dusty sprinkles on the top of the lolly. Oh, God. And some raspberries in there. What's better than a glass of rosé on a sunny day? Rosé popsicles, perchance? Yes, please, and thank you. Her posts are so bloody boring. They really are boring. She is trying to be on her best behaviour. Somebody noticed that she was wearing Hermes sandals. Somebody else talked about it and said she's actually swinging her feet just like the Hermes advert for the shoes, and they are $950 a pair. It's a lot of money in there. But anyway, let's get back to Donna Adelson. Oh, by the way, Megan's had a new nose job, so Henry Tudor says. Look at her there, good God. Oh, she really does make me sick, and what I can't get over is how many opportunities she keeps being given from somewhere or other. Somebody will crawl out the woodwork now and offer her another little chance. She'll blow it, she'll pocket, she'll hustle some money, and then it'll go down again. But how long before these people in business are going to realise they're not doing themselves any favours, or her? That put her out of her misery. Stop booking her. Stop giving her a break. Stop. Just because she was 78 days duties in the royal family doesn't doesn't afford her any privileges at all. If, in fact, she deserves to be punished for the damage that she did to the royal family, and that goes for Yorkie, and Harry. As far as I'm concerned, the way I look at the royal family now, you've got 4 bad people. 4, not 1, 4. And I'm not cutting anyone any slack. They're all as bad as each other. Well, some are worse, I suppose, but Andrew and Meghan have got a past, I'm convinced. How would he pass judgment on him to Harry, unless he knew her? And through Epstein, whoever, Longface. Right, now Donna Adelson, I put a search out, and I said, when is Donna Adelson's next court case? And it's on the 14th, I think, of August. You go. New trial date. No, that's it. August the 19th. And, she's looking at... That's the judge, God bless him. He doesn't take any prisoners or peel any eggs. What's his name? Stephen Everett. And they wanted to change the court. This court case was supposed to be heard last September, and she's kept crying it off and this and that. What? For those of you that know, this man here was married to her. She is Donna Adelson's daughter, Wendy. And the marriage to him produced 2 lovely children, Lincoln and Benjamin. He was shot on the 14th, the 19th, no, I don't know, July 2014. Terrible. He was shot by a gunman in a car. And it turned out that these gunmen had been hired by her brother, Charlie Adelson. But they then found out that the mother had paid part of the money for the hitmen, and Charlie was very much involved in it, so Charlie has gone to prison for life. The hitmen have gone to prison for not life. One's got 20 years. They cut a deal with the prosecution. Don't know how, but anyway, it's the Adelsons that were the ones behind it. Now, there's 2. Charlie Adelson is in prison for life. His mother here, where is she? There she is down there. She's going to court on the 19th of August. She'll probably be sent to prison. Life, I'm not sure. But she is in court fighting for her freedom. She's been arrested. She was arrested going on her way to Vietnam on a one-way ticket with her husband Harvey. And her husband Harvey said to the police as they stopped them to arrest them, he said, "You don't have to put handcuffs on her. She's not going anywhere." And they say, as Donna stands there with a one-way ticket to Vietnam and all her worldly possessions in her hand luggage. She was just almost on the plane, and she didn't get there. Now, Harvey's still free, her husband, and so is this one. This is the one, she's the catalyst behind it all, Wendy Adelson. And she's probably got Crohn's disease and irritable bowel syndrome now, because she must be running scared. She's living with somebody else now. She's now moved to, I think it's Denver or Colorado or somewhere, and she must be sleeping with one eye open, and she's got the 2 boys still. And the worst part is that Mr. and Mrs. Markell, Dan's mother and father, have been denied visitation rights. And it's, in fact, after they got divorced, they were so contentious that they weren't allowed to see the 2 boys. And they still haven't seen the 2 boys. And that's awful. And they're devout Jews, and they are very, very peaceful, calm people. And I think it's their faith that makes them so dignified. They really are dignified. Ruth Markell, she's written a book. So anyway, they go into court now on the 19th. If Donna gets found guilty, which I think she will, she'll have her sentence. But what we all want to know is, when are they coming for Wendy, and when are they coming for Harvey? It's just, they've proved through the court cases of the two Mexicans, from Catherine McBanada, who had an affair with Charlie and worked as a receptionist in his dental practice. One was her ex-husband and the other one was his friend. They were the hitmen. And so Catherine McDonough, she got sent to prison too, and the two men did, but they didn't get as heavy sentences as Catherine and Charlie. And now we've got Wendy and Harvey. They should all be found guilty and they should all be jailed for life. What they did to that poor man, him, was shocking. They came right up to him. He was in his own car park drive. He wound down his window to say, "What can I help you?" Shot him in the face. His glasses were crushed. His phone was still in his hand. He was talking to somebody and they heard it all happening. And then Wendy, within half an hour of this happening, she drove right past Dan's home, despite the fact that she had no reason to drive past there. She didn't live there anymore. But she knew, and well, from that they've deduced that she knew something was happening. She drove past to see if it had happened, because it was due to happen at a particular time. And she drove past, and luckily a policeman saw her. And it was a maroon car with a particular registration number. And they said that they saw her. And she said, oh, she was on her way to the bottle shop to buy a bottle of whiskey for a party, a bring your own bottle party. And she saw that the police were there, so she turned around and went back because she thought possibly a tree had come down and blocked the road. That's what she said. And nobody believes her. She went past for a goggle. She wanted to see if the job had been done. Maybe she would get a sick, perverted pleasure because she hated Dan. She would get a sick pleasure out of seeing him lying dead on the floor. That's what I think. So she's a sly one. She really is a sly one. I don't like her and I don't like her mother. I don't like the family, the Abelsons, but I love the Martells. It's not nothing to do with their religion. I just like the way they're so dignified. I mean, their only son was shot in the face, dead. Yeah, I think he hung on for a couple of hours or days. Anyway, that case, that Donna Adelson court case now is coming up on the 19th. I'm going to be getting involved in it. Does anybody else want to join my pajama club? And is anybody else going to buy some first-class airline ticket pyjamas from eBay? We could all be in the same club. Backside the cheapest pair. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow. Again, I want to thank you for the money. So kind of you all. And I won't give up the fight for monetization. And as soon as I get monetization, I will say, enough, I don't want to, because you don't need a lot of money in this world. You really don't need more than you need. And as long as you got what you need, that's it. And as long as I can run my little home, I'm happy. That's all I need. So with this money now, I can get somebody in to do a little thing and put a pair of curtains up for me, and I'll be very happy because at least my neighbours won't be looking at me with such pity. They really do, and that makes me cross and angry. And I sort of, I don't care. I really don't care. But for the sake of, I don't want Trippy to be embarrassed. I don't want the cats on the block to treat him mean because, oh, your mother's got broken curtains, Anyway, that's all I got to say, and I'll be back as soon as I can. Thank you for listening. I'll see you soon. Cheerio!